In the depths of the cryovault, where the frozen elite slumbered, a whispered rumor spread like a virus. The sleeper had awoken. Kalen Vex, a cipher of a man with eyes like two scorched holes, stood at the rim of the vault, gazing down upon the neatly arranged rows of cryopods. His face, a topographic map of scars, seemed chiseled from the same metarock as the asteroid that housed this cathedral of suspended animation. The pods, sarcophagi of crystal and steel, hummed with the soft blue glow of perpetual stasis. Within each, a monarch of old Earth's empires, a mogul of the forgotten arts, or a genius of bygone eras lay entombed, awaiting the day when humanity would reclaim its place among the stars. Kalen's own past was a cipher, a puzzle locked within his mind. He recalled only fragments: a world in flames, a woman's tears, and the weight of his own name, like a branding iron, seared into his brain. He was the caretaker, the warden of this frozen sanctum, tasked with ensuring the sleeper's slumber remained uninterrupted. Now, as he descended into the vault, the air whispered secrets in his ear, whispers of a prophesied awakening, of a messiah arisen to reclaim a realm lost to the void. Kalen's boots echoed through the vault as he strode toward the central pod, where the sleeper lay. The crystal shell that encased the sleeper seemed to ripple, as if the very essence of the frozen form was stirring. The pod's diagnostic display flickered, casting an eerie glow on Kalen's face as he bent to examine the readings. The sleeper's vital signs, once flatlined, now fluttered like a hummingbird's heartbeat. Kalen's scarred fingers hovered above the pod's control interface, hesitant to disturb the delicate balance of the stasis field. Suddenly, the pod's surface reflective coating rippled, as if the very metal itself was awakening. Kalen's eyes darted up to meet the sleeper's gaze, and for an eternal instant, their eyes locked in a silent understanding. The sleeper's eyes, two stars blazing with an otherworldly intensity, held Kalen transfixed. Within those orbs, Kalen glimpsed the depths of 1,000 midnights, the weight of forgotten knowledge, and the whispered secrets of the cosmos. In that fleeting moment, the caretaker and the sleeper forged an unspoken pact. The sleeper's eyes flashed with an imperative: awaken the others, for the time of reckoning was nigh. As if in response, the vault's ambient hum escalated, and the cryopods began to shudder, their occupants stirring from their long slumber. Kalen's vision blurred, overwhelmed by the sheer scope of the sleeper's intent. The silence was shattered by the susurrus of reviving systems, as the frozen elite began their slow ascent into a world transformed beyond recognition. In the heart of this awakening, Kalen Vex stood as a cipher no more, but as a key, forged from the very fabric of fate, to unlock the secrets of the sleeper and the destiny that awaited humanity. The silence was broken, and the revolution had begun. The sleeper's pod slid open with a hiss, releasing a mist of cryogenic gases that wreathed Kalen like a shroud. The air was heavy with the scent of forgotten centuries, as the sleeper emerged, unfurling from the pod like a lotus blooming in fast forward. Tall, androgynous, and impossibly serene, the sleeper rose, shedding the frozen shell of slumber. Eyes still aglow with an otherworldly power, they beheld Kalen with an unblinking gaze. The caretaker felt the weight of that regard, as if the sleeper was calibrating the very fabric of reality. Beyond the central pod, the frozen elite stirred, their pods shimmering like a constellation of awakening stars. The vault reverberated with the thrum of reviving systems, as the titans of old Earth's empires, moguls of forgotten arts, and geniuses of bygone eras began their slow ascent into a world transformed beyond recognition. The sleeper's hand, impossibly long-fingered, extended, beckoning Kalen closer. Their voice, a gentle breeze through the vault's cavernous space, whispered a single ancient word: Chronos. In response, the very fabric of time itself seemed to flutter, as if the sleeper had awakened a hidden frequency, resonating through the cosmos. Kalen felt the walls of reality tremble, as if the universe was reconfiguring itself to accommodate the sleeper's designs. With each tick of the sleeper's gaze, the vault's inhabitants stirred, their pods shattering like delicate, crystal eggs. The frozen elite, awakened, stretched forth from their cryogenic slumber, imbued with a newfound sense of purpose. The air vibrated with the promise of revolution, as they, too, beheld the sleeper with an unspoken understanding. In this confluence of awakening, Kalen Vex stood at the nexus, a cipher no more, but a key, forged from the very fabric of fate, to unlock the secrets of the sleeper and the destiny that awaited humanity. The silence was broken, and the cosmos would never be the same. As the sleeper's gaze swept the vault, the awakened elite converged, their footsteps echoing in harmony, like a procession of ghosts. Kalen, enveloped by the sleeper's aura, felt the room dissolve, replaced by a kaleidoscope of visions. Stellar nurseries birthing new worlds, black holes whispering secrets to the cosmos, and the infinite scroll of human history unspooling like a tapestry of forgotten dreams. The sleeper's hand, still outstretched, drew Kalen into a tapestry of interconnected nodes, a latticework of causality weaving together threads of past, present, and future. In this mystical geometry, Kalen glimpsed the hidden pattern of the universe, where every event, every thought, and every decision resonated in harmony. The vault, now a sacrarium of revelation, was bathed in an intense, celestial light, as if the sleeper had become a conduit for the cosmic winds that shaped the fabric of reality. The air pulsed with an energy that defied comprehension, a harmonics of creation that tuned the very essence of existence. Within this nexus of epiphany, the sleeper's whisper became a gentle roar, a cadence that synchronized the hearts of the awakened elite, drawing them into a shared purpose. They moved in tandem, their footsteps echoing in harmony, as they converged upon the sleeper, their faces aglow with an unspoken understanding. In this burgeoning epic, Kalen Vex, the caretaker, felt his own identity subsumed by the sleeper's imperative. He became a mere facet of the sleeper's design, a humble cog in the machinery of destiny. The silence was shattered, replaced by the symphony of creation, as the sleeper's awakening heralded the dawn of a new era. And in that instant, as the cosmos itself was rewritten, humanity's future was forever sealed. The revolution had begun, and the whispers of the sleeper would forever echo through eternity. As the sleeper's power peaked, the vault's walls began to dissolve, replaced by a kaleidoscope of visions. Celestial cities orbiting gas giants, nebulae-nurtured biomes, and gravity-warping megastructures. The dreams of humanity's finest minds, once confined to paper and pixel, now burst forth, manifesting as reality itself. Within this ontological maelstrom, Kalen's consciousness was reshaped, his memories rewritten to accommodate the sleeper's grand design. He beheld the cosmos as a tapestry of interconnected threads, each strand representing a possibility, a choice, or a consequence. The sleeper's hand, still outstretched, now grasped Kalen's, their fingers intertwined like the threads of a rope. The caretaker's mind, once a labyrinth of scars and fragmented memories, was subsumed by the sleeper's omniscience. In this fusion of perspectives, Kalen beheld the infinite permutations of human destiny, each path unfolding like a lotus blooming in the cosmos. As the sleeper's power surged, the vault's inhabitants, now anointed as the architects of a new epoch, dispersed into the cosmos, carrying the seeds of revolution with them. They vanished into the stellar expanse, their consciousnesses entwined with the fabric of reality, as they set forth to orchestrate the symphony of creation. In the heart of this maelstrom, the sleeper and Kalen stood as one, their bond forged from the very essence of existence. Together, they gazed upon the tapestry of human potential, their perception transcending the boundaries of space and time. As the last echoes of the vault's dissolution faded, the sleeper's whisper became a gentle hum, a celestial music that harmonized the cosmos. In this eternal instant, the sleeper's awakening, Kalen's rebirth, and humanity's revolution merged into a singular, timeless moment, forever etched into the fabric of existence.